following food combining and you're buying animal protein, of course, as we've talked about in other videos, you want to make sure that you're only eating animal protein about 20% of the time. But when you eat animal protein, it's very important to invest those few extra dollars in healthy, organic, sustainable, animal-based proteins because they do not have the same effect on your body that factory farm conventional meats do. So let me show you a little bit about what to look for. This is actually a package of boneless, skinless chicken breast, and you want to make sure that when you're buying chicken breast that you're looking for a few key words here on the package. First and foremost is no antibiotics. Unfortunately, in America, we have antibiotic resistance because of the amount of antibiotics to the tune of 30 million pounds are being used on our livestock. And so when we ingest factory farmed meat, that contributes to antibiotic resistance. So you want to make sure that you're buying antibiotic-free meat. Second thing that you're going to look for is that it's fed a vegetarian-based diet. Animals are vegetarians by nature, and so if they're being fed an animal-based diet, it actually affects their health, in turn our health, when we eat their meat. So you want to make sure that you're buying meats that say that they have been fed an all-vegetarian diet. And second is that you want to make sure that there is a somewhat of a decent welfare rating for the animal and how it was cared for. You want to make sure that you're buying organic and free range. Animals that are happier during their lives taste a lot better on our plates, and they're a lot better for us. They've been proven to be higher in omega-3s and lower in omega-6s. They've also been proven to have far less saturated fat as well. So that's what you want to look for when you're buying chicken. The next thing that you want to look for when you're buying beef, and here's a tag from the beef that we bought for today, and you want to make sure that A, it's local. Local beef is far more sustainable, and it's better for your community, and it's less expensive because it's not having to be trucked from long distances. Number two, you want to make sure that it says grass-fed. Cows by nature are designed to eat grass, and when they are not fed grass, unfortunately it takes a massive amount of antibiotics to sustain their life because they become very ill. So when you're eating grass-fed beef, it has more of a gamier taste, but it's much better for you. It's lower in omega-6 and omega-9, and it's so much healthier for you. Third is you want to make sure that the fish that you're buying is wild caught. Farm-raised fish, again, has a lot of the same issues that chicken and beef have. They are loaded with antibiotics, animal byproducts, and the majority of these animals are fed genetically modified corn and soy. That residue then gets into the meat and ultimately our body. The highest source of pesticides in an American's diet is meat. So you want to make sure that you're getting wild-caught fish. I have a beautiful piece of coho salmon here, fresh from Alaska. This may have been about $1.50 more per pound. Shrink your portion size, and that way you're still staying within your budget. And then last but not least is it's really important to buy organic eggs. Now, there's a lot of marketing tricks when selling eggs, and you're gonna notice that some say cage-free. That does not necessarily mean organic. It has to say cage-free as well as organic. I once heard that eating an egg is the equivalent to smoking a cigarette. And I would probably guess that that's fairly true given the amount of hormones and antibiotics and arsenic-laced feed that these chickens are eating. So if you're eating a lot of eggs, if you need a high-protein diet because you're an athlete, then you definitely want to stick to organic eggs. Pay the extra $1 per carton. It's an investment in your health, and this is how and when to eat clean animal protein when following food combining. We'll see you on the next video.